Happy holidays from Lambeau Field. As the songs go, the kid wants his front teeth, Mariah Carey wants you. But all the Packers want for Christmas is a win tonight against the New Orleans Saints. They will be a little light on defense, though. Brandon McManus told us he's been kicking in 25-mile-per-hour winds this week. And remember, he's a 10-year vet in the NFL, so hitting a game-winning 45-yard field goal through these uprights, well, he treated it like business as usual. But you could start to see the emotion on the Packers' new kicker's face when he threw off his helmet and jumped to this wall to try and land his first Lambeau leap. Tom, Michelle, breaking news. Doc Rivers just announced at the podium that Giannis Antetokounmpo and Damian Lillard are both ruled out for tonight's game against the Pacers. A reminder, the Bucks trail the Pacers 3-1, and this is a must-win Game 5. Now, as I step aside, you can see Chris Middleton down on the bench. Coming up on Green Bay Nation, the Packers punched their ticket to the postseason by beating the Bears for the 10th straight time. And now it's a date in Dallas for the first round of the playoffs. All that and more next on Green Bay Nation. Matt LaFleur even said it. The Packers got humbled this week. They got humbled in joint practice against the Broncos. They get humbled in this game. You have to wash it. You come back to Green Bay, you literally take a shower, you wash that off of you, and then you focus on the Ravens. Traditionally, post players are the biggest, fastest, strongest athletes on the court. Think Giannis Antetokounmpo or Candace Parker. But for the Green Knights team, their post player Taylor Theory is the same size as a sports reporter, but that hasn't stopped her at all. The Packers take on the Eagles in the wild card round, and who better to preview this matchup than someone who played for both teams? I'm joined by Packers and Eagles legend, wide receiver Antonio Freeman. Antonio, how are you feeling about this game?
Oh, man, it's the playoffs.
In a bit of an homage to the Timber Rattlers' parent team, the Milwaukee Brewers, the team is constructing a 3-story slide out in left field so that fans can slide down throughout the game. I think it's not only a must win, but it's a can't lose. You can't lose to the Carolina Panthers. Sure, they're coming off a win against a team that the Packers lost to, but realistically, Green Bay 2 weeks in a row crowned the NFC Player of the Week in opposing quarterbacks. Yeah. If they allow Bryce Young to absolutely demolish them and tear them apart, this is a much bigger issue than not making the playoffs. It's what's completely gone wrong.
Baseball itself is a universal language.
I don't know, it's just passion.
For me, it's camaraderie or love and friendship. That's the main thing.
The Wisconsin Timber Rattlers all speak baseball, but the team can't always understand each other.
When you don't speak the language, like you try to give a message to somebody and you cannot do it, like that, you don't feel good.
Hispanic players make up over 30% of MLB. For the Milwaukee Brewers High A affiliate, it's a near 50-50 split of Spanish and English speakers. Google Translate and mandatory English classes help bridge the language gap, but the real heroes of the dugout are the team's bilingual players who volunteer to translate.
You know that feeling when your little brother is struggling and you're there for him every single time, and like you see him grow and like you have that the butterflies on your stomach and all that. I feel like it's the same thing.
Honestly, that's probably the best thing I like about speaking English. It's by helping others.
There were moments in my career where I really wanted to speak out, but it was so hard for me. You know, having a player like that is a privilege.
After experiencing the isolation of a language barrier firsthand, skipper Victor Estevez wants to flip the script for the next generation of international players, like the Brewers' 9th overall prospect, Luis Lara.
No, la verdad para mí ha sido muy bueno, la verdad es que estoy en este año, esta temporada, siempre hemos tenido amigos.
It's very helpful for him, you know, having not only me but the other teammates as well, then do know how to speak a little bit more of English. It helps him a lot to go through the season. Sometimes he's like, oh, I don't know how to say something, but there we are for helping him.
Sometimes we don't have people that really care about what we do and what we have to say, so being the voice for them, I feel like it's very empowering.
Success on the diamond is measured by numbers. For the Timber Rattlers, success is championing teammates.
Being able to help those guys that are like in the future that are going to be able to be in the big leagues, being stars, knowing that I was a part of their process too makes me feel good.
There's no like American players or Latin players. We're trying to be just one team.
Reporting in Grand Chute, Lauren Helmbrecht, Local 5 Sports.
With the first-year starting quarterback and the youngest team in the NFL, Green Bay was ahead of schedule. The Packers finished 9-8, advanced to the NFC divisional round, and had eyes on this year's championship.
5 minutes to go in that game, I think we were squarely thinking that's where we were headed.
What will it take for the Packers to make a trip to New Orleans and bring the title back to Titletown?
It all starts with an off-season puzzle. Green Bay sits around $3 million over the cap before the team has even signed their new draft picks, and there are some major paydays coming up. To avoid falling deeper in the red, the team might need to say goodbye to a longtime veteran. Despite his unquestionable talent, David Bakhtiari has been crippled by knee injuries. The left tackle is the largest cap hit on the team, around $40 million. If the Packers release number 69, they could save around $21 million.
He had a big-time injury, so I'm sure we'll evaluate that, get more information, talk to Dave, and some of those decisions will be made in the near future.
Aaron Jones is entering the last year of his contract and already took a $5 million pay cut last year.
You know, I'm a team player. I want to help the team and help get as many guys in here as we can. So if that means free up a little money, I will.
While Jones is set to make $17 million and is turning 30 in December, what he brings to the Packers team can't be measured by dollars and cents.
He's just really the heartbeat of our team.
By restructuring Jones's contract, the Packers could keep number 33 without breaking the bank. The next piece is free agency. The Packers have 12 unrestricted free agents, including A.J. Dillon, John Runyon Jr., and Keyshawn Nixon. And no matter how much players want to continue wearing the G,
it's a special place. I hope I don't leave.
It's out of their hands. Given Nixon's second All-Pro season and versatility, he looks like the Packers' most valuable free agent.
Mahomes throws a pick to Keyshawn Nixon.
Nixon is one of 5 free agents in the Packers secondary. The position group will be a top priority for Green Bay through re-signings, free agency, and the draft. Our next piece. The Packers have 5 draft picks in the top 100, including a second rounder thanks to Aaron Rodgers' limited playing time.
He's coming out of the game.
In addition to safeties and cornerbacks, expect Brian Gutekunst to eye top talents on the offensive line, running backs, and tight ends. But the Packers' biggest priority this offseason, paying their quarterback. Jordan Love's contract extension in 2023 gave the Packers a year to see if number 10 would be the one in year 1. And he showed them, finishing as a top 10 quarterback, leading the Packers to the playoffs and playing a near-perfect second half of the season.
Sensational throw and catch!
Love looks like the Packers' 3rd straight franchise QB, so it's time to be paid like one. Because of that deal last year, Love and the Packers can't sign an extension until May 3rd, but Green Bay's prepping to put pen to paper.
We're really excited to build around him.
Matt LaFleur ended the season with a message to his team. If you're not getting better, you're getting worse. The same can be said about the Packers front office. By saving cash and getting under the cap, using some of that money in free agency and the NFL draft, and extending Jordan Love, the Green and Gold will set themselves up to be legitimate contenders in 2024, with New Orleans and Super Bowl 59 not too far out of reach. Reporting for Local 5 Sports, I'm Lauren.helmbrecht.